Do you want to burn fat from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep? Burning fat all day long. How does that sound to you? In today's video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that by choosing the healthiest foods for your first meal, breakfast. Last video I shot, I taught you the 11 foods you should be avoiding for breakfast. So I thought, why not just jot down a few foods that are awesome choices for those that are eating breakfast, because breakfast might not be the most important meal of the day per se, but remember, it sets a tone for the rest of your day. Make a good choice at breakfast and you'll most likely make great choices for your snacks, for your lunches, for your dinners. It might even force you to exercise a little bit, because why not? You've been eating healthy all day. Just continue this healthy habit pattern. So let's quickly go over the 11 foods you should be eating. I'll probably even mention others while I talk about these. Eggs is going to be first on my list. Eggs is almost the perfect food. It has a perfect amino acid profile. It has the egg yolk, which is the perfect fat for you, saturated fat. It has tons of vitamins and minerals that are essential for all of your metabolic processes. Now, if you take care of your metabolism is going to be a fat burning metabolism instead of a fat storing metabolism. That's exactly what I teach you inside my programs. How to go from fat storing, where most of us are, to fat burning, to where we want to be, making the right choices, balancing our meals the right way, choosing the right forms of exercise, sleeping optimally, managing our stress, and all those things come together to help you be a fat burning human. So eggs, awesome food. Cook them in coconut oil. There's one that's not on the list that I knew I was going to mention, because coconut oil is just awesome fat too. Fry them, scramble them, throw in some organic cheese, which is also not on this list, to make sure you're getting enough protein. One thing I'll mention for breakfast, you want to look at 20 to 25 grams of protein if you're a woman, 30 to 35 grams of protein if you're a man. If you're doing metabolic workouts, you can even increase that a little bit more, and without any consequences. In fact, you'll have some benefit, because if you're doing metabolic workouts, doing intense workouts, you need the extra protein, the calories, and even carbs. Because another thing I teach, carb cycling, when you're active, when you're doing awesome workouts and building metabolically active tissue that's burning your free fatty acids, you need more carbs to maintain that burning of free fatty acids. Oatmeal. Oatmeal is another awesome food. Lots of good protein in oats, lots of vitamins and minerals. It's a gluten-free grain. One problem with most people's oatmeal is that you'd have to eat a ton of oatmeal to get to that 20 grams of protein. So what I have people do is add in a little bit of hydrolyzed gelatin. Grass-fed is ideal. Organic, Great Lakes is a great brand that I use and promote. So just add a tablespoon of that. That bumps up your protein, and then you could add berries, nuts. Berries and nuts are on here. Cinnamon, even tiny amount of sugar is okay when you have that much protein and fat in your meal. That the small amount of organic sugar or honey is not going to have any negative impact on your body. You can even add chia seeds, which is also on this list. I love adding chia seeds to smoothies, to oatmeal. I sprinkle them in anything for me and my kids. Chia seeds have an awesome fat. I would avoid flaxseed, because flaxseed is different from a nutritional chemistry point of view. Flaxseed has too many defense chemicals, unsaturated vegetable oils, unlike chia seeds, which is just kind of loaded with awesomeness. It would be considered like a superfood because of the amount of nutrition it has in one tiny seed. Cottage cheese and yogurt is great. Let's focus on getting organic, grass-fed dairy products. If you can find raw dairy, that's even better. Most people that are lactose intolerant can tolerate raw products. But we want to look for ones without added hormones, without antibiotics, that are not fed conventional feeding type of practices. You know, cows that are fed grains, soy, corn, their bodies are not meant to digest that stuff, just like our bodies aren't meant to digest certain things. So we want to look for grass-fed, and that would be ideal. And there's tons of protein, of course, in yogurt and cottage cheese. Sprinkle in some protein powder, some unflavored organic whey, some organic hemp, rice, or pea base if you're vegetarian or vegan. and you should have no problems getting your protein for that meal. Fruit in general is awesome. We don't want to just eat fruit for breakfast. We want to combine it with some eggs. So like a perfect meal would be 3 eggs fried in coconut oil with a serving of fruit. Fruit, you can add berries or whatever into your oatmeal. So the big thing with fruit is we don't want to eat only fruit because that spikes our insulin too much from we've been fasting all night sleeping. So we want to make sure to combine it with protein and fat. But fruit is awesome. It is not a cheat food, and fruit can do amazing things for your fat burning metabolism. Green tea, I'll also add coffee here, is great too. If you have any adrenal problems, if you have adrenal fatigue, then you might want to slow down on the coffee a little bit. Green tea is awesome. Lots of antioxidants, polyphenols, great stuff for your cells. Very low in caffeine. I'll mention coffee again. The way to reduce the negative consequences of coffee in your adrenal glands is to add fat and protein to it. So if you're eating a really high quality meal and drinking coffee, usually you'll be okay. But I also like to add either a raw milk or half and half, grass-fed organic is fine too, to coffee. I sprinkle in a little bit of unflavored protein powder, usually gelatin. What else? Butter sometimes, a little bit of sugar sometimes never hurt. So that protein, fat, and even a little bit of sugar reduces the adrenal response of coffee and caffeine. So these are the 11 foods, and I don't know how many I ended up mentioning, but you get the idea of how to make and create the perfect breakfast meal. Now I show you exactly what the best meals and recipes are inside the 3-week metabolism diet. Click the link below this video so you can see all the awesome success stories and everything you get when you join this program. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something from it. If you want to make sure that you get what foods to avoid for breakfast, the video right before this one, it addresses that. I'll also give you some other ideas about what to eat for breakfast. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber, and click the link below this video to check out the awesome program. You don't want to miss that. We'll see you for the next video. Have an awesome day.